Hey guys, welcome back to Meiburg Garage. Today on the Go-Kart series, we're making a skid plate for the front bumper. I'm gonna make a spring for the brake pedal, and we're gonna weld some bracing on the steering shaft.
And then I'm also gonna cut the back of the platform that we made so that the torque converter can fit. Let's get started and we'll just show you guys one thing at a time. So I've got my lines marked up here. I know where I'm gonna cut. We're taking off quite a bit of metal. Good thing we just had a 50 pack of blades just show up. We just lost about 10 pounds. So I need to cut these beads, measure them to size, and then tack them in on the bottom. Alright guys, so right now I'm doing the skid plate on the front of the go-kart, and there's these bolts on the bottom of the lights, so I need to cut a little space for those bolts. Alright guys, so we've cut this back section so that the torque converter fits and the brake. We've welded on the skid plate on the front. We've welded on the support for the steering shaft. Alright, so Spencer's gonna weld together this bracket so that we can get the brake hooked up. So then we just gotta measure the distance from here to the axle, and we'll get a brake cable ordered. Let's see, we can measure the size of wheels too, so we can order wheels.
Get those ordered.
And the next video is going to be a lot of fun getting this thing almost running.
Yeah.
So probably 3 or 4 more videos and we'll have this thing going, I think. That's only a month.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. Yeah, Spencer, get to welding.
Alright guys, so now I got the spring bracket up here. I'm gonna weld around it to the frame, and then I'm gonna get another piece of this steel rod and weld it up here, and then we'll weld one onto the pedal, and we'll get that spring on there so it's gonna spring back just like the other pedal.
Alright, so there's the skid plate with the lights and the bumper bar. Spencer just welded on this bracket just like the other side. Now we gotta hook up this spring.
It's a little bit longer of a spring, that's why these aren't even, because this one was a shorter spring, so this one's obviously moved back a little bit.
He's gonna drill a hole right here on this pedal, and then we're just gonna stick the spring in it. Don't forget to lubricate your holes.
There you go. It's gonna be like there. So we need to basically go to here with the wire.
Alright, so right now we're gonna measure how far the brake cable has to be. And we are using a 10-foot iPhone cable.
Hey man, whatever works. There you go. Took it there. Got your finger on it?
Mm-hmm. Now we gotta measure. What do you think, 7?
73 inches, 6 feet. 72 inches.
6 feet on the dot? Dang, I should've used my other iPhone cord. Alright, so I'm gonna have to cut off a little more. I didn't measure quite right. So, yeah, let's get the motor moved off of here, and let's cut off a little bit more in the back there.
A few moments later.
We had to do some surgery.
We'll patch that up a little later. We're gonna do some 2 flat triangles, one on this side, one on that side going in. But now we're gonna measure for our back wheels. We kind of want to go as wide as possible. So this is where the hub's gonna sit. We could probably go 9 inch or let's go 8 inch. You think 8 inch would be good?
What does 9 put us at? Let's do that.
Right there. Don't do that.
Yeah. See if they make 9-inch off-road wheels.
Let's see what they have.
Alright guys, so this is where we're at. Both our pedals have springs on them. We have a skid guard. Our lights are mounted. We've got a bumper. Our steering shaft is mounted and sturdy. And then in the back, we've got the rear axle mounted and we cut space for the torque converter. So this thing's really coming along. We still haven't mounted that seat bracket.
Talked about that the first episode.
We will get this mounted eventually. But yeah, we're gonna call it for the night.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good day and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Perfecto mundo.